Here from Croaky Blog. We're at the arrival of Clinton Pryor's very long, epic, amazing journey from Western Australia to the ACT. Along the way he's been collecting stories, he's been connecting stories up, and there's quite a special story here we have of how Clinton's walk has brought two old school friends together. So I'll just get you to introduce yourselves and tell us the story.
Right, I'm Kim Leevers. I'm the president or chairperson of the Wingecarribee Reconciliation Group based around the Southern Highlands of New South Wales, Mittagong. We had the great pleasure of hosting Clinton and his team there for a few days on their way through. And on the way I learnt that Clinton's great mentor, Uncle Noel here, well, it turns out...
Yeah, my name's Noel Nannup, and I'm Clinton's actually mentor. So it's awesome that I could come over here and be part of that at Clinton's request, and obviously didn't walk all the way with him, but saw him start off and obviously now seen him finish. And as we were walking along making our way here, Kim came up alongside me, you know, with the flag and whatever he was doing, and it was just, oh, who are you? And when he introduced himself as Kim Leevers, didn't even think of it until he said, oh, Noel Nannup. He said, you and I went to school together. And as soon as he said that, something just went. So here we are now in Ngunnawal country, all the way across from Western Australia.
Yamaji country where we grew up, in Geraldton.
And then now here we are, just amazing as we catch up and talk about some of that time when we spent together at school, you know, and it's on 60 years ago.
So what years are we talking, if you don't mind putting some numbers on it?
Well,
we're talking about 60 years ago when we were 8 or 9 or something like that. You know?
This was primary school you were at together.
1950s.
Wow.
Yeah. And he was in red faction and I was in blue.
But it didn't matter for me because I couldn't run or do any sports anyway, but I tried.
Oh, come on. You're a legend.
So Clinton's walk has brought you back together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell us what Clinton's walk means, both for you personally and more broadly?
Yeah, well, Clinton's walk for me means, you know, initially that he'd be this young man who'd get this idea out of his system and walk across the country. And then he talked to me about it and he said, Unc, I need to go out on the country and I need you to tell me what I need to do and how I need to do it. And I said, well, you really don't know what you're going to be doing because this is going to be epic. And as you walk, you'll reach a point where you'll hit the wall. You know, all sorts of things will be coming at you. You'll have plenty of time to think. And as you're thinking, you know, that's when you're likely to come undone. But if you're dinkum and you're strong and you have that strength, so we went to a very special place. And that special place, you know, Western Australia is blessed with copious amounts of mineral wealth. Well, we went to this spot where you can walk on crystals and sit on crystals. I mean, you know, you go into a jeweller shop and there's not even half the amount that you'd find in this location. And as we sat there, the energy was just crackling and the spirit built and built and built. And then as we talked, he got the idea, and my role is to pass on to him ancient cultural knowledge. And I knew he was ready, and so I started to do that. And as I did that, he warmed to it and then went away, thought about it. Not happy with that, he came back, he wanted more. So we went out again, 3 days, took people with us, camped out and went through this process again and again. And he then said, right, I'm ready, I've got the confidence. So we cut a piece of wood, had it fashioned into a walking stick that he would use for the journey. And then he'd make his way across. And as we were doing that, I said to him, when you get to this end and leave, it'll be raining. When you get to the other end, and after all the speeches, it's going to bucket down, because that's the spiritual way. A cleansing comes. And the Spirit is going to really do it for us.
And we can feel it now.
It's awesome to know and understand that. So, mission accomplished.
Thank you so much.
you know, I've been involved with the reconciliation movement for a long time, and when I heard I'm aware of what had been happening on Madagarup at Harrison Island in Perth, being from Western Australia, I keep an eye on it. And when I heard about him walking, I thought, well, you know, that's a very ambitious thing. I'll watch this young fella and see how he goes. And, you know, when he got past Kalgoorlie and then he headed north, I thought, well, now this is serious.
Yeah.
he's not going the short way.
That threw me too, because I thought he was going to go the short way.
And when he went up through the desert, I thought, well, this is real. This is for real. And I think that's when he gained that sort of spiritual spirit walker title. He had a great crisis out there. He went through it. He got more power, and he's just got more and more strength as he's gone on and on. And you've seen it. And you know, I went down to Nowra and walked across the Shoalhaven River with him. Went down to Campbelltown and went down and walked. And then been up here and in our own community, and it's just fantastic. The message that he's bringing, and seeing the look on people's faces when they listen to him, that brings light to their face. That there's this man who's shown great courage, great determination, with a true heart, spirit, followed protocol, you know, and he's brought people together. In our community, the support that came from out of all over the place to help, you know, it makes us sort of proud. You know, like, there are good people out there. There are good people with good hearts. There are. And they will stand.
That's what gives me strength. That's what gives me strength. I know. And to hear you say what you're saying, and then to think that all those years ago when we were at school, and this time's now gone, and here you are, doing what you're doing.
You know, the thing was, Noel, you know, like, when we were kids there, like, we never had any issues.
We didn't know the difference, did we?
No, we didn't know the difference. We didn't know the story. I mean, it wasn't until later, maybe when we get to high school, and you start scratching your head about, hang on, Captain Cook, you know, and the West Australians. We never had history of Western Australia. They never told us anything. Like James Sterling came up the river, you know, like. It was just lies. I remember when I first started doing my research and reading the real stories, I'd just be crying, because I've been lied to all my life. All my life I've been lied to by the history I've been taught. And you know, and you think, these are the people, this is your education system, this is your government, this is the people you expect to tell you the truth. And they just lied. And you know, the thing about Geraldton that we didn't know, you know, like the fringe dwellers, the Nangar story, you know, over the hill, you know, the people living in the humpies. We didn't know that, you know. Our parents, I don't think they could have even explained it to us if they...
Do you know, when I met you, we lived in 5 big tents in the bush.
What, over Eastern Road, over that way, over the back there, or out at Beach
Utakara.
Out at Utakara.
And we had to walk in from there every day and back again, no bus.
No, that's right.
And that's all we knew.
How long was the walk?
About 4 Ks would be now. That's one way. And then back again. But who would have thought, you know, the history is now changing. Those days we always sang God Save the Queen in the morning, remember, and then launch into the alphabet. And
remember marching around
we'd launch into...
Marching around the school in the
hall. The times table. And we'd sing it. You know,
ones.
We'd have it all the way through to the 12 times table. But, you know, if you're out there in listening land and looking land, and you want to know the truth about Australia, then I would strongly advise you to use this modern technology, and as you use it, go in and find out there's just so much truth to be found, you know? We are sovereign people of this nation. We have a right to do what we're doing. But we're not recognised, you know? And when you start to explore that and find out the truth, and you can read works that Bill Gammage has wrote about the biggest estate on earth. What
Bruce Pascoe.
And then Bruce Pascoe's Dark Emu, you know, and also Lynn Kelly's The Memory Code. And that then gives you an idea of how a race of people can live on a piece of land in complete harmony with everything and still be able to articulate that over thousands of years. It's recognised now at 63,000 years. I lecture at universities. I work at Edith Cowan University in Western Australia. And as I work there and I do these lectures, I'm working with young minds, young people that have got off their butts and got out there and want to find out information. You can do that too. No matter what age you are, no matter who you are, you know, realise that sporting events are put there as distractions. While you're sitting there watching these sporting things and lauding them, you've taken your eye off the real ball in which game you need to be involved, and that is politics. This country lacks leaders. It always has lacked leaders. And as we go into the future, what we need now is really good leaders.
Indeed.
And they're not there.
Yes.
They're not there.
What do you hope for Clinton after this walk? Because it might be a difficult
First
period.
and foremost for Clinton, we'll have to ground him, get him back into the community, and get him to realise that, you know, he's one of the team. He's got to be involved in what we do every day. He's got to go back to his job. And we're so pleased that on the journey, he's found his soulmate. You see them together and you just know, bang. So we won't have a lot of work to do because they'll work together. And we can see his future now as being as bright as he wants it to be. And he can actually choose what he wants to do, and we'll make it happen.
I can see a few honorary doctorates down the road.
Definitely. Why not?
Yeah. And in the book and the movie.
Yeah. Well, the book's going to be happening soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're onto that already.
Oh,
And he's, I mean, while I'm here talking with you, and you can pass this on, I'd like to invite him back to our country for a holiday at some time, because
I'm sure he'd do.
there's so many beautiful places to see, wonderful things, that, and he can bring so much to our community.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you both very much. So it's been really lovely sharing your reunion.
Thank you for
Thanks,
giving us the
Melissa.
opportunity.